name's Mike Tuttle.
And I'm Nicole Tuttle. Well, we've been at Revive since Revive started. We got married, and shortly after that we had our son, and then we have two girls that are Mike's, even though they're not biologically his, and things were really great. We were getting ahead financially, we were making plans, we had a 5-year plan to buy a house, and things were looking really good, and then all of a sudden it's like the bottom dropped out.
A couple of years now I had an acquired brain injury, which means nothing traumatic happened, it just one day it happened. They diagnosed me with encephalitis, which is an inflammation in the brain. It progressed fast. I went from just being dizzy one time to I couldn't walk. I had to use a wheelchair. I would see things, hallucinate, be dizzy, all kinds of crazy things. And because of that, I couldn't work. I couldn't do the things that one would normally be able to do.
There were days it was like, and still sometimes, but less and less now, where it's literally like having two toddlers at home. He didn't function like an adult. He just couldn't. His brain was too busy fighting everything else, I guess. He was deteriorating so fast without any answers that we didn't know if he would be here the next week. We were able to kind of keep things going financially for about 3 months, and then that was depleted. There was no way to control this situation. Things were out of control. I think I remember a specific situation where I looked at Mike and tears and frustration, and I said, as out of control as the last 2 years have felt, it doesn't feel as scary as I once thought it was, or I did at first, because I realized that I'm not in control. And this world is not in control, and Mike's illness is not in control, but God is.
Somebody asked us, hey, why don't you come to this? Or why don't you come to Beer and Bible? Or why don't you come to men's group? It just felt right. It felt like that's where we belonged.
Small groups was kind of the first step for me to, now I do devotionals at home and things like that, so it was really great. But I'm pretty shy at first, and I get kind of uncomfortable around people that I don't know or new people, so.
I'm not really shy at all. Sometimes I have problems with my filter, so I have to be careful in what I say and when I say it. Generally, we walk in and everyone's happy to see you, and they greet you in regular conversation, and then we sit down and we go through a verse or a chapter in a Bible. We start talking about it and how does it relate to you. It's really fun. It makes you think. It makes you appreciate and see other points of view.
So when you have things going on in life, like good things, celebrations, and what we've definitely experienced in the last few years, when things get tough, there's this whole other circle of supportive, loving people in your life that maybe we wouldn't have had we not been attending a small group. And it's totally worth it to go out your comfort zone, take it from me, to build those relationships, because they're important, and God intends for us to have those relationships. But I think the things that have meant the most are the relationships we've developed with other people. People thinking to just drop a meal by, coming over and picking up laundry and washing and drying and folding it for me.
Within this church and within the small group, our faith has increased exponentially. There was a time where it felt like, well, just go to church and show up. Now, I can't wait to come here. I can't wait to greet new people as well as those that we've known. It's just been an amazing journey.